Now that you have finished your training, you may think that you know everything there is to know about being a Jedi. However, there is always more to learn, and in this lesson, I will teach you about the 3 different classes of Jedi. Once a Padawan passes the Jedi trials, they are given 3 primary paths to go down, but these are not the only paths a Jedi follow. These different classes act as roles within the Order, and help determine what kind of Jedi you will be. The 3 classes are known as the Guardian, the Consular, and the Sentinel. The Jedi Guardian focuses more on combat compared to the other 2. You could consider the Guardians the warriors of the Order, studying the blade far more than the Force. This in turn meant that their use of the Force was more physical rather than spiritual. One of the many paths a Guardian could follow is that of a lightsaber instructor. Once approved by both the Jedi Battle Master and the Jedi Council, a Guardian would become a lightsaber instructor, teaching younglings and Padawans the art of lightsaber combat. Unlike the Guardian, the Jedi Consular focus less on one's skill with the blade but instead their skill with the Force and furthering their connection to it. A Consular studies the intricacies of the Force and are the most peaceful of the 3 classes, using the art of diplomacy and negotiation to try and resolve a conflict before using violence. One of the roles they could partake in was that of a healer, using the Force to accelerate the natural healing process of wounds and other injuries. The healers worked closely with the medical corps. Healers often worked on battlefields of war-torn worlds or within the halls of one of the Jedi temples. The Jedi Sentinel. In simple terms, the Jedi Sentinel is a middle ground between a Jedi Guardian and a Consular. How my master described it to me is like this: a Guardian would kick down the door, a Consular would knock, a Sentinel would pick the lock. A Jedi Sentinel would not only learn about the Force and lightsaber combat but other aspects of being a Jedi such as technological surveillance and espionage. The Jedi Sentinel approaches these disciplines from the ground up, never relying on the Force to give them the answer. Just like other classes, the Sentinel has specialized paths, one of which being an investigator. Investigators often worked with law enforcement to catch smugglers and other criminals. Investigators would even go undercover for long periods of time and not breaking their cover even when other Jedi were present. Each class is a reflection of who you are as an individual, and it's ultimately how you see yourself as a Jedi.